During hurricane season, which we are in now, you should be aware of certain vulnerable areas in your home.
Doors and windows are susceptible to high winds and dangerous storm conditions, but you can make them more secure. And here to show us how to do that, we have Mike Fortenberry with Andersen Windows. Welcome.
Hi,
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
First of all, I want to ask him, how's your arm feeling?
You're trying to take out a window,
Yeah,
huh? All right.
because we're going to do some window breaking here in just a little bit. Or we're going to try to break a window anyway.
That is correct.
You brought us a sample of the window that you're talking about. It's storm protection. What exactly is it called?
StormWatch or impact resistant window.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Well, what it is, the biggest difference between a StormWatch window or an impact resistant window and a standard window is the glass. You have two sheets of glass that are sandwiching a flexible membrane material, similar to a car windshield, and when it breaks, it keeps the glass intact.
So it doesn't shatter.
So it's not
correct. It doesn't create a hole also.
It'll shatter, but it will not.
Right, what I mean, it doesn't go everywhere.
Exactly.
So when people try to do the taping and the different things, that doesn't really accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, which is the glass not going everywhere. It's just
correct.
shattering.
The StormWatch or impact resistant units are a system everywhere from the glass to the adhesives that hold the glass in place, and even as far as the installation or the way the unit's fastened to the wall. So it has to work as a total system.
Okay.
Doors and windows make sense that they are kind of the pressure points in a home during any kind of storm conditions, especially high winds like a hurricane.
It is. It is.
How is this better than shutters or plywood over windows, things like that?
Well, the windows, it's a passive system. It's working 24/7, whether you're there at the home or not. So it's just more reliable than having a plywood that's sitting in a garage or a shutter that somebody has to go put on at a later date.
Right, and often people are doing that at the last minute, and it's taking away their time to get out of town
Exactly.
if there's an evacuation.
So when we're talking about storm, are we talking about winds? Are we talking about tree limbs? Those are different damages, right?
Correct.
That you're going to get from.
Correct. Well, the biggest thing that happens in a storm is the window or door opening would be compromised by a tree limb or something breaking the glass. Once that happens, the structure will pressurize, similar to a balloon. The roof will blow off, the walls can blow out, just like overpressurizing or overblowing a balloon up.
Now, as far as a door with glass in it, would you replace the entire door, or can you replace just the glass if you want to substitute this type of glass in your home?
It would have to be the complete unit.
The whole door is made with this glass intact?
It is a complete system.
Because the frame is part of the protection, right? The way it's built.
The frame, the hardware, the installation, everything has to be done according to a certified test.
How long has this been around?
It's been in existence probably around 10 years.
So if I bought a home that was built before 10 years ago, then I know I definitely don't have these windows. But there's a chance after that, in new construction, that it could be? Probably
not. People are very selective, and if they're building a home they're going to stay in for the rest of their life, they're going to put StormWatch protection in it. And for the most part, most of the homes that are just being built as a spec home, if you will, they're not using that type of glass.
Unless you ask for it.
We're talking a lot about the storm issue of it, but there's also a security issue as well.
That is correct. And we'll talk about that when we break the window.
Yeah, after we break the window, because Tim's actually going to, is he going to use a baseball bat?
He is.
All right.
I understand I have to hit this thing pretty hard to break it.
You got to hit it really hard.
So we're going to see what happens when it breaks, and then we're going to talk about cost and maybe how you can go about getting him in your home, or at least looking into it. Don't go away. Hey, we are back with StormWatch or impact-resistant windows. We're getting Tim ready for surgery over here is what it looks like.
A little smaller.
This is Mike Fortenberry, who brought us the sample today, and we have a helper too as well over there.
This is the don't try this at home moment.
Right, exactly. All right, so this is the window that we've been talking about now, that with the sash.
There's your left.
It's all one piece.
Now I'm ready.
And these are shatterproof. Okay, no, we're all going to back up here.
Just tell us real quick, this is the type of treated glass that you were telling us about.
This is the impact-resistant glass. And what we want to demonstrate here is what would happen during an impact.
Right.
The glass is expected to shatter. However, the elements that are outside the home will not come into the home. The rain, the wind, and
So
the
this
debris.
might be a tree limb or something that's some kind of projectile thrown toward the door.
Exactly.
Or even just really
You told me
high.
I got to hit this pretty good, right?
Hit it hard.
Hit it
Right in the
as
glass
hard
area.
as you can.
Not the frame, but the glass.
There you
okay
go.
there?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Wow.
There you
Look
go.
at that. So it stayed in. It held it all together.
It stayed in. It's all intact.
And the key that right before we left, we talked about there's no entry area.
There's no entry, so the rain and the winds can't come into the
Right.
house to pressurize the home. So
Oh, I see. Okay, so that side, that's what you're talking about. This side. Now, we did get some glass breakage on the back side of it, but that's to be expected.
that is the
because-
sacrificial pain.
Right.
This is called
But-
low E energy efficient impact glass.
But they're big pieces of glass. They're not, just a lot of, like a
Yes.
mass of little shards. So,
Yes.
okay, but again, nothing, so the wind and the rain is not going to be able to come through on this
Wind
side.
in the rain, and we always hear of looting situations.
Right.
Well,
Somebody can't come along and just reach into your house and open your home.
Exactly. We sell a lot of replacement sash and panels where a burglar has come along, hit the glass with a hammer trying to reach in. They couldn't reach in,
Right.
so they went on to a different home.
Wow, because they know
and
it's
really just the
they know it's
littlest
gonna
resistance
be
is
a lot of
going to
work.
discourage them and have them go to the next place. right?
Exactly.
Okay, now we want to talk about cost on a window this size.
Impact resistant windows cost about probably double the cost of a standard unit.
Do you get do you get a break on your insurance with this kind of?
You very well could.
Okay.
I've never looked into that, but that would be a great
Right.
thing to ask your insurance company.
Okay. And now, how do people go about doing this? Because they're not just going to go to a store, right, and just buy them themselves. Can they do that?
They can. They would go online, and I would highly recommend going to a specialty store because they understand all the local codes and ordinances to be able to come out and get the proper product for the proper
The
opening.
measurement and all of that. So,
Exactly.
okay, so they're available in the area, and there are retailers who carry these types of windows. So they can go online, and we will link you to the information so that they can find out who's closest in their area or get estimates and that kind of thing, right?
They sure can.
Okay, all right.
Is this something that you recommend for all the windows in the home, or just maybe the ones that have a facing water, or where trees may be?
Anything that would protect the envelope of the home. If you have a separate garage, that wouldn't necessarily need to be done, but anything that you want to protect inside that home within that envelope.
Right.
Good, you did a good job.
all right?
Yeah.
You did great.
With the first
job.
hit, took out some anger there. Did you have a face or a name in mind?
No, there was no. I was mad about that baseball trade you told me about.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Who traded somebody?
The Red Sox traded John Lester to the A's. They got Yoenis Cespedes back, the home run champ from last year's All-Star.
Yeah, see, that'll make you
That's
break
what I
the
was
window.
mad
We want to thank you so much. Again, it's called StormWatch or Impact Resistant Windows.
That is
Okay.
correct. Thank you very
Hey,
much.
thanks for bringing it. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.